Who was Enoch Powell? Enoch Powell was a prominent British politician who served in various capacities from the 1950s to the 1970s. He is, however, best remembered for his infamous "Rivers of Blood" speech, which he delivered on 20th April 1968. This speech drew intense criticism and contributed to a significant increase in racism in Britain. Born in 1912, Powell studied at Cambridge and held a senior position in academia as a professor of ancient Greek at the University of Sydney. After serving in World War II and becoming a brigadier, he turned to politics and joined the Conservative Party. He was appointed Parliamentary Secretary to the Ministry of Housing and Local Government before moving up the ranks and joining Harold Macmillan's cabinet as Minister of Health. Powell's controversial "Rivers of Blood" speech came during a time when tensions were already simmering due to the aftermath of World War II and an influx of immigrants joining the UK workforce. The speech, which primarily focused on limiting new immigration from the Commonwealth countries, referenced ancient Roman poet Virgil, who wrote about a vision where the river Tiber foaming with much blood. The speech presented an apocalyptic vision of Britain being overwhelmed by immigrants, warning that unchecked immigration could lead to civil unrest and violence. Many people interpreted his choice of words as an incitement to racial hatred and divisive rhetoric.
In this country, in 15 or 20 years' time, the black man will have the whip hand over the white man.
A day after his speech, Conservative Party leader Edward Heath dismissed Powell from his post as Shadow Defence Secretary. While there were already concerns regarding immigration before the speech, Powell's inflammatory language stoked passions on both sides of the debate. Following his speech, there was a notable increase in racial tension and hostility towards non-white inhabitants of Britain. Powell's assertions played into the fears of many white Britons, creating a fertile ground for racism to grow. Far-right groups such as the National Front gained greater prominence and influence in the years following the speech. Additionally, the term Powellism emerged as a label for anti-immigrant and racist policies, stirring up public debate. Enoch Powell's "Rivers of Blood" speech marked a turning point in British society regarding race relations and immigration policies. While Powell may not have intended his words to incite racial hatred, there is no denying that his speech catalyzed a shift in the UK's political climate, contributing significantly to racism and ethnic tension. It remains an important historical event that continues to shape discussions around race and immigration today.